Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. And right now, you really got to be a real Miami Dolphin fan to absorb this one. I'm absorbing it, obviously. I'm absorbing it. Tell y'all that now, man. But we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break down what I saw live from the game. I must be honest. I'm gonna be straight up 100 with y'all, man. I'm not happy at all. Very upset. Very disappointed. Very upset and very disappointed, man. Not happy about what went down. It's unacceptable what went down, man. And we're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds to come into the room, and we'll go ahead and get started, man. Gosh, man.
All right. So, would you like me to?
Congratulations on the win, baby. I gotta
Thank
give it
you.
to y'all, man. It is what it is.
Thank you.
Go ahead and read what some of the people saying before I even get started, man. Let's talk to them first, man.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Charles Edwards said, "I love the energy from TD today. He usually brings me down when I get upset with our team. I don't think that will work today regarding the play of Drake and Harris." Max Power
It
says,
ain't just Drake and Harris. I probably give you a handful. We
Max
gonna get there.
Max Power says, laughing my off. Rosen is legit. All of our running backs and wide receivers are trash. Brian Farron. Shake Money still fins up. They are
Still
starting to
fins up,
get
baby.
hope. They are starting to gel. It just continues.
That's you know what.
Shake Money.
Let's talk about this quarterback situation. And I'm gonna give y'all my raw, straight up truth. I don't want to hear nothing about Rosen. Rosen didn't have a bad game, none of that. I don't want to hear nothing about Rosen. If y'all trying to grade Rosen on this game, I don't want to hear nothing about it. What did he produce? Just like Fitzpatrick, just like any quarterback that'll be back there behind this team, what do they produce? What did they produce? Let's keep the same energy. Let's keep the same freaking energy. We're not gonna sit here and act like just because he made some great throws early on, he didn't blunder some later. And no, I'm not saying Rosen did. I'm not even getting on Rosen because I was happy with Rosen's play today. But let's keep the same energy. Does it make a difference? 6 points. Rosen couldn't get in the end zone. Yeah, but TD receivers dropped touchdown passes he threw, just like they did Fitzpatrick, and more. Fitzpatrick threw way more touchdown passes that they dropped. So stop. Stop with the quarterback comparison. Today was proof that we need to stop putting so much emphasis on the freaking quarterback. We need to stop putting so much emphasis on the quarterback. And another thing, don't tell me nothing about this offensive line. If you ask me, this was the best game the offensive line had. I know Rosen got sacked a few times, but this was the best game the offensive line had overall. It got sloppy late, but they gave all the quarterbacks time to throw the ball. I determined that the number one problem with our team that we need to address in the draft, and this was proof. I realized in the stands watching this game, I said, I understand everybody say we got to address the trenches, which is true. We got to address the offensive line. We got to get better. Okay, that's true. But now I realize why the Patriots can spend less than anybody in the league on the offensive line and still win ball games. Because the Patriots could have took our offensive line today and still won ball games. It had nothing to do with the offensive line. It was solely straight up. Our number one priority needs to be a pass rush. We got to get a defensive ends that are monsters. We got to go pursue the defensive end position to compete in this league. We got to get pressure on the opposing quarterback. Dak Prescott sat back there all day like he was getting his nails done, like he was getting a mani and pedicure. And the one sack we got on this man was Taco Charleston getting the sack late in the game. Our number one priority is a pass rush to the opposing freaking quarterback. That's the number one priority. Don't want to hear nothing about no quarterback. I don't want to hear nothing about no offensive line. We already know we need to do better at offensive line, but that wasn't the issue. I don't care about the guys dropping the ball, which I do care. We're going to talk about that. But none of that. The biggest glaring issue so far this season is the lack of pressure towards the opposing quarterback. Lack of pressure towards the opposing quarterback. That's it. That's it. That's what we have to address in the draft. ASAP. Priority, ladies and gentlemen. Priority. We got to get a pass rush. We got to get a full defensive line. I'm good with our defensive tackles. As far as I care, running up the middle, the Cowboys didn't do a phenomenal game. They had to go through the outsides. We got to get two defensive ends that's ready for war. Period, man. That's our biggest glaring concern. Everything after that, you can mark your order. It comes in order after that. Because what good is it to get the quarterback y'all want? What good is it to get the offensive line and the receivers and everything you want if you can't stop the other team from scoring anyway?
By the way, you have 91 people watching and 16 likes.
91 in the room. Y'all hit that like button, man, because we're going to talk about this. Let's get 50 likes real quick, man. I know we got 50 people to like the video because we're about to dive deep into this team right now. We're going to talk facts. I ain't worried about feelings. We talking facts. I'm not worried about feelings. We had 32. I know we got more. Let's get to 50 likes. Let's get to 50 likes. 15 more to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, I was actually reading that comment from their last stream. The phone was lagging.
Oh.
I just started the stream. Your first commenter was FM that said TD. Brandon Hudgens, your mod, said very upset, no touchdown this past 3 weeks, TD. Raymer Pendon said week 1, 49, week 2, 42, week 3, 26.
Well, we scored a touchdown the first week, I think.
I don't know. Or at least
We had 10 points. We had to score a touchdown. It's just how we scored it. I don't even remember. Preston Williams scored a touchdown
Charles
in the back
Edwards,
of the end
we
zone.
have been here for 20 minutes. Nico Kumo drop passes and that fumble. Drake and Xavien Howard.
Blaming those. Oh my God. I ain't just blaming those guys. Trust me, I was very upset. I'm not just putting it on those guys. But Kenyan Drake. Let's talk about Kenyan Drake before we get to Howard. Y'all see what I'm talking about? You see exactly what I'm talking about now. I never said anything. I never said Kenyan Drake was a bum. I always said he's a good running back. But his flaws are the fact that he can't run between the tackles. That was number one, which he still hasn't been able to prove to me in every season that he's ran the ball. He's only good running on the outside. And number two, I don't trust him with the ball. Y'all let me know in the comment section if you've been with me for a long time. When they said I was hating on Drake, wasn't those the only two things that I said? I said he can't run between the tackles, and I don't trust him with the ball. Oh, TD, it was just one or two or
Hold
three
on.
fumbles.
Can you pause for a second? Elaine C said, dude, stop yelling at us.
I ain't yelling at you.
Elaine, he's not yelling at you.
I ain't yelling at you, Elaine.
Turn your volume
And all
down.
I can tell you, turn your volume down. All I can tell you, if you feel like I'm yelling at
Then
you
leave.
and you don't like it, it's as easy as a click of a button. I'm talking to the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'm showing my passion and my frustration, and I ain't gonna stop that for nobody. Everybody who know me, they know who I am. They know I never disrespect or treat y'all wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm showing my passion right now.
Nobody take his personal. Nobody please take this personal. He's not yelling at
Anywho,
anybody.
moving on. Anyway, what did I tell y'all about Drake? I've been telling y'all this for the longest. The man got a problem running between the tackles, and I don't trust him with the ball. This all the way back from the Chicago game last year when he fumbled on the 1 yard line, and I told y'all that. Ain't nothing new. It's the same old Kenyan Drake. Same Kenyan Drake. And I literally said, I'm going to back off of Kenyan Drake a little bit. I'm going to be more positive about him. I'm going to draft the man in my fantasy because he has to have a good year this year to get a contract and everything. He has to. And it's been the same old Kenyan Drake. And I'm not even talking about his rushing. I'm not talking about him averaging two yards per carry. I'm not talking about his rushing at all. The fact still remains, I don't trust Kenyan Drake, and today proved why. You in the freaking red zone got an opportunity to take the lead right before halftime, and you blow the whole drive. You blow the whole drive fumbling the ball. Gonna come off the field with your helmet out and off in frustration. Yeah, you better be frustrated. Cause this is why I don't trust you as our back.
Drake's better with throwing the ball than running the ball.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that. People, oh, you just hating on Drake. Who hating now?
Drake is Sammy Smith 2.0.
Who's freaking hating now? Some of y'all don't like when I talk the truth because it's the guy you like. No, I speak the truth. I ain't got no favorites over here. No favorites. No favorites. And some people don't like that. I'm speaking the truth.
Drake had that problem at Alabama. He can't run inside.
I've been preaching this for years. I've been saying this. And people want to, oh, you just hating on Drake. All you do is hate on Drake. Who hating now? I digress. I ain't talking about Drake. Let's get to some more of what I've been telling y'all. Let's talk about Xavien Howard.
Hold on one second. Come on, TD. Drake's officially a fumbler now. He's worth nothing. He should have went with all the other people that actually contributed. The miracle in Miami will be his only highlight.
And this is why I was saying, people were like, oh, they've been talking rumors about trading Drake. I'm like, man, they better hurry up and do it before his stock fall. Right now, teams are looking at it as Drake's a good back. You know, he just behind a bad line. Oh boy, his value done went down. Now we might have to give up peanuts to trade him. We might have to accept peanuts for him. And now, oh my God, now or we just be stuck with him, hoping that he plays better and his value goes up.
That's why he never even started at Alabama.
And that's why he ain't start this year. Go look at the reps. They've been favoring Balaj even this year.
TD, please talk about Preston Williams dropping all these balls and Parker.
I'm going to talk about Preston Williams, but that is the only person, Preston Williams, who I am technically going to give a little bit of reprieve.
Oh, now I remember this when you did a stream on this about Howard and you got a lot of flack. Somebody has commented we should have never paid Howard that much money. Now
Please,
all of a sudden,
y'all say it in the comment section. Y'all say it in the comment section.
You got a lot of flack. Remember, people thought you
I've
were
been
being
telling
wrong.
people.
You got a lot
I
of
said the one, and I ain't even trying to get on Xavien Howard. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a bad game. I actually liked what I saw from Xavien Howard week 1 and week 2. And I told myself, just like Kenyan Drake, I said, you know what? I'm going to be a little more positive about Xavien Howard. I'm going to preach it to existence for this kid. I know his flaws. I know his flaws. I've already pointed it out on the channel, his flaws. Overwhelming audience said I was hating. Said I was hating on Xavien Howard. Oh, everybody gets beat sometimes. I actually do research and watch film on these guys. And I gave my assessment of him, and people tried to rip me to shreds and say, you just an Xavien Howard hater.
You sure did. Howard got exposed big time.
I ain't even trying to make this.
Howard had a horrible
I'm
game.
not even trying to make this a controversy, but one individual in particular, K Flex, came on my chat section. Won't you just admit you're an Xavien Howard hater? I want to hear what he got to say today. I want to hear what he got to say today, and I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. But one thing I will tell y'all, I'm not mad at Xavien Howard like some of y'all. Every corner does get beat. And I always said this. Y'all getting happy about Xavien Howard when he has some of the best safety help in the league for the last 2 years. I said this man has had some of the best help side defense in the league for the last 2 years. With Rashad Jones back there helping him, with TJ McDonald helping him, which was a good solid play. And I said he's always had the help side. Guess what Brian Flores did? If you that guy like you say you is, we gonna put you on an island. We gonna put you on an island, and you earn this money. And today, the Cowboys, Gallup, who leads the NFL in reception yards so far, I don't know if y'all know that, the man didn't even play today, and he still leads the NFL in reception yards with 226, Michael Gallup. And the only receiver they had to go to today was Cooper. And that's why I said we going to be straight. I made a bet that Xavien Howard wouldn't allow more than 60 yards on Cooper.
I just paid it for you.
I made a bet about it. And I said, all we got to do is shut down Cooper, and they'll have a tougher day today. And I think Cooper was like 7 for 8 on the day, 7 receptions out of 8 attempts. That's the last time I checked. It's probably even worse, but that's the last thing I saw. 7 of 8, 2 touchdowns against
You're so funny.
1-on-1 because he didn't have any safety help, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't have any safety help like he had the last 2 years.
Stop spreading all these false narratives, babe.
False narratives. What are you talking about, false narrative?
I'm making a joke because that's what everybody was saying to you back
Oh,
then when
yeah,
you were
that's what
checking
they
in.
said.
But now people
I'm
are.
tired of these
But
false
now
narratives
in the
about
comments,
Xavien
in
Howard.
the comments, everyone is saying Howard is average. X is worth at least one draft pick. X had one bad day. Chill. X is not a lockdown corner.
X had one bad day, chill. The man had 8+ attempts, and it was like a 90% completion percentage.
Dante Foster said Howard was getting beat all game and missing tackles.
All game. All freaking game.
Stop spreading these false narratives. Move on. Come on.
False narratives. That's what they said to me.
That's why you have to be careful. Everybody's perspective is their own perspective. It's not a false narrative. It's not a
That's my
false
point
narrative.
exactly, but I at least gave them evidence. I said the reason why Xavien Howard's been doing what he's doing because he's allowed to be more aggressive in the past because he has some of the best safety help in the league. Pro Bowler Rashad Jones back there got his back. Got his back. He's had all this. He ain't got to worry about the backside. And now Flores said, "You that guy, we gonna pay you like that guy. You on the island now. Let's keep it 100. When you get paid that kind of money, you are now on the island."
Amari is one of the best route runners. X can't cover him.
Oh, so that's an excuse? Is that an excuse? Because if we have aspirations,
TD, you were right about
hold on.
Howard.
If we got aspirations 2 years or whatever from now to be in a Super Bowl, aren't we gonna be going against some of the best route runners in the playoffs? What do you play him for? To lock down the sorry route runners? What are you talking about? I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he was playing against one of the best route runners. That's what you pay him for. And that, you know what? For you saying that, you're making my point. That's why you don't pay
Apparently,
him.
Flores looks really pissed in the press conference.
That's why you don't freaking pay him.
Flores is pissed in the press conference. People are saying Howard is average at best. I'm the one that been said that.
Oh, but TD got destroyed for talking the truth.
Stop spreading false narratives.
Start talking about what I saw on film. I wasn't hating on the man. I'm giving y'all real subjective commentary. It may sound like hate, but at least I come with evidential facts of why I feel the way I feel.
And guys, I don't mean to hype my husband up, and I'm gonna stop talking because this is a Fins talk. But you treat this thing like a 9 to 5, and you study film from the minute you wake up to the minute you almost go to bed at night. It's not a false narrative. It's just a perspective.
And these are the same people that don't even watch his film that argue it. Don't even watch. And I'm talking about a play can go to Jakeem Grant on the left. I watch film to the point of, all right, I already evaluated that. Let me play that same play again. Not Jakeem Grant. It can go opposite of Howard. What did Howard do on this play? Oh, he looked good. What did Howard do on this play? Ooh, he got beat, but the other quarterback didn't see it. I watch all of that. I look at everybody when I play a play. I watch it about 5, 6, 7 times. All right, the play went that way, but let me look at what everybody else did. Did the opposing quarterback have an opportunity somewhere else on the field? Wow, that's where I get my information from. I watch film for real.
L. Burgess says, "Are we really killing X over one game?"
No, we're not killing him over one game.
Let me address this. X deserves one of these games. L. Burgess, L. Burgess, he has never killed X. What he said was he wasn't worth all the money that he was paid. He never said he wasn't good and then he wasn't talented.
Never said that.
He never has said that. He's not killing him. He's just saying that this game proved, last game proved, all the games have proved exactly what he's been trying to say. But he was told, and he was attacked in the comment section, that he spreads false narratives and that his commentary was not good. That is why he's making.
And I literally, and y'all need to understand that, guys. I'm not killing X. What X did today ain't no more than what I expected from Xavien Howard against some of the best. Well, I expect him to do a little better. I'll keep it 100. But I'm not like overly shocked, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Xavien Howard got killed that way. I watch his film. It wasn't that surprising. It wasn't that surprising. The biggest thing that X has to stand on right now is that he's a Pro Bowler and people don't go his way as much because they respect that.
Please issue a disclaimer as well that just because you're talking about an individual player right now, it doesn't mean that you're saying that it's the sole reason why you lost. People see
No, it's not the so.
people
No, no,
are in the
no,
comment
no, no, no. We're
section.
not going to address those people because those are the same people that sometimes act brainless. They will take one criticism of one particular area and try to blanket it as if I'm talking about the whole situation.
You're coming in the stream
Tho-
late. You're coming
those
in
are the
late.
people. I don't. I'm not addressing those people no more because I'm not addressing them
And
anymore.
some people are saying you're reacting like this, but you weren't even this mad over the first and second loss.
No,
This
I'm
is
not.
all up to this
It
point.
don't matter. Listen, we don't have to address the individual comments that say things like that because they don't follow this channel enough to listen to the analysis holistically to wipe that out of
Up
their
to this,
spectrum.
y'all are up to game 3 in the season, so
They're
of course
not.
he's talking about it holistically.
They're
Like, come
not at
on,
all.
y'all.
They're not
Good
at all. So at the
lord.
end of the day, it is what it is, man. Like
No,
I
he is
said,
not angry at you
like I
guys.
said, no, I'm not. Listen, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. I'm not angry about anybody in the comment section. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking the stuff that I've been saying all this time and what people have said towards me. If that doesn't apply to you, then I am not talking to you. I'm talking to the people. Hey, well, maybe it's applying to some of y'all who feel like I'm talking about you. Then I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. Start listening to real commentary. Start listening to people who actually do their research. I'm giving it to you. You want to know the ins and outs and what's really going on this team? Start listening. Stop listening to these people who come troll this channel giving one narrative and I constantly over and over and over prove the narrative that I'm giving because my narrative derives from research. I'm not just spewing stuff off the top of my head just because I'm a fan. When I do that, I tell you it's because I'm a fan. But what I've been saying about Kenyan Drake, today has been no different. All season ain't been no different. What I've been saying about Josh Rosen in our quarterback situation, stop talking about the quarterback. Today proved with a Josh Rosen looked good today, by the way, and I'm gonna talk about him later whenever I'm down off of all of this. I'm gonna talk about what I did see in a young man and what I liked and what poise, and I'm gonna talk about the thing. But I'm talking about all these things because I don't want to hear no, oh, it was one game. In the playoffs, all it takes is one game. And you done. Listen, this is the home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, but I must ask everybody listening right now. You need to check yourself and ask yourself, what are your aspirations for the team? To make the playoffs or to win? To build something that's going to win it all? That's what you got to ask yourself. What are your aspirations for the Miami Dolphins? Just to make the playoffs or to do something special and try to win it all? My thought process and my analysis will always be about winning it all. Because if it's not doing that, who cares about the rest? Who cares about the rest? So my commentary and everything I'm talking about is about winning it all. I told y'all. So to the person who's telling me, Amari Cooper's one of the best route runners in the league, you can't expect X to stop him. What you think you're going to be going up against when you get in the playoffs? This is why I said before we gave him his deal, you don't pay no cornerback that kind of money. We made him the highest paid cornerback. And when you go back and you watch the film, I would have gave him 13 million. Yeah. I might have even went 14, but what did we do? 16 or 17? And I was like, and the only thing that made me was like, all right, it is what it is, because it's still of no consequence. It's only like 2.5 years guaranteed. And those are the rebuilding years.
Weston said Amari's not even a top 6 wide receiver.
Which is true. But he made him look like it today. Man running simple routes on Xavien Howard. In and out routes. Easy. Easy, man. And Xavien Howard playing with all this cushion. 10 yards off. If you that guy, get up there and get in his face. Get up there and get in his face. All this cushion you giving them. Making it easy on receivers. Now it's option routes. Now don't get me wrong. I will always stand for the fact of it's tough for Xavien Howard because when you ain't got no pass rush, When you don't have any pass rush to the quarterback, it's going to be tough for any quarterback. But the balls that were going to Amari Cooper wasn't time. It wasn't because Dak had all day. It was because Dak Prescott said, I'm going to Amari right here, run the fade, run the post, and I'm throwing you the ball. Hut, 1, 2, fire it. Touchdown. 1, 2, fire it on the outside. Touchdown. So I love to give the excuse of it wasn't no pass rush. You can't ask for him to guard all day. But everything that went to Cooper wasn't deep balls. They weren't bombs. This man he was doing everything underneath, everything inside, everything less than 20 yards,
Guys, you
and
can.
then missed tackles. He missed tackles.
Guys, we don't have a lot of mods in the room to monitor comments, so if you can just refrain from a lot of the
You
cussing.
can get him out.
No, I don't. I'm not trying to get them out. They're not saying anything disrespectful to anyone. They're just saying a lot of bombs or cuss words, and we have children that watch this
Yeah,
the
this is a
chat.
family channel, man.
So try
We
to keep it a
the
little
profanity
clean.
and stuff like
You can
that.
hate, you can say they suck, you can be mad, but try to keep it clean, please.
Yes, please.
We don't have a lot of mods in the room to help monitor.
Man, this is what I'm talking about right here, man.
Thank you, Vic.
What we saying, man? What the people saying, man? Let's hear what
We
they got to
missed a
say.
lot. You have 170 people in the room. You have 64 likes.
Hit
Zero
that
dislikes.
like button, guys. Hold on, we'll read some more. We're gonna get some more likes, man. Let's see if we can get
Thank
100,
you,
baby.
Brandon.
You're watching for a reason, man. Yeah, hit that like button for me. Move the chat, hit the like button, bring it back, guys. Oh, we got a lot more to talk about. We got a lot more to talk about, man. We go after we read the chat a little, we're gonna start talking about Preston Williams. We're gonna talk about Preston Williams a little bit. He's gonna be the next one we're gonna discuss.
All right, TD, if Miami just builds this offense and defense around Rosen and Wilkins, then this team will be good. But I just hope that we pick the right players for each position. Brian
I
Gonzalez.
agree, man. But our future is bright. It's just tough when you're in a game and you're fighting early on. Your defense is looking all right outside of somebody giving up passes on the outside. Um, but your defense is looking all right. You're surviving, and you got a chance to actually take the lead. And Jason Sanders is my boy. He missed the first field goal. I'm gonna give him a pass.
A few people have asked, can you go live tonight? They have some things to say.
I'm a man. I try my best to go live tonight.
If
Me and
not,
the wife,
definitely tomorrow. If not,
we'll
definitely
probably. I might
tomorrow.
set up. I might
Okay.
set up at the house and go live
Keep in
tonight.
mind, we're traveling, so
Yeah, we'll
we'll
see,
do our
guys. If I
best.
have the time, I'll definitely go live tonight. Might even do video chat so people can chime in, man.
I can't kick the haters out, guys. I can't kick the haters out. I'm sorry.
People get
They're
hate.
welcome to hate. I just please
People
not.
get hate. Leave them. Don't kick them out.
Guys, there's people's. This is a family
It's
channel, so
just
there's
about the disrespect.
9-year-olds.
Long as they're not being disrespectful and stuff
Please,
like that.
no vulgar, no cussing, please.
We got
I'm
to be able to
sorry.
take it. We got to be able to take it. If they talking trash about the Dolphins, we got to be able to take it. At the beginning of that game, y'all didn't see. I owned the section. We were in the game. I had everybody hush mouth in our section. I had everybody. And next thing you know, I had to take it at the end. I had to take everybody yelling at me, screaming at me, shouting at me. Y'all will see the footage. We were recording it. Y'all will see it.
TD, a lot of people have asked, do you think we have at least improved?
Have we improved? Yes, the Miami Dolphins have improved. Where did we improve? Whether you want to believe it or not, I thought that how the coaches put our offensive line early in this game, we improved. We got protection for our quarterback. Um, I also think that we improved on the defensive end of the ball. Outside of, oh my gosh, man, y'all don't understand. If Xavien Howard would have had half of a better day.
Save some of this stuff for
Oh my,
Monday.
yeah, man, I'm gonna have to save
You
some of
save
it for
some for
later. The
Monday.
stream,
We'll be
yeah.
back in Florida
We
tomorrow
have
afternoon.
improved. I'll answer that, and we'll get into detail of how we improved. We actually did improve, in my opinion. It fell apart late, and I'll tell you why that fell apart too.
All right. We were balling in the beginning, and then the offense TNT question mark. Man, it's high schools in Dallas that look better than the Dolphins.
That ain't true, but
Drop
anyway,
balls
I ain't
because
gonna get into that. But let me say something about that TNT. They say it takes no talent. That's the number one reason why we have improved, y'all. If you notice, first of all, we should have controlled that first half. We could have been up by at least a touchdown in the first half if we didn't make the mistakes like the fumble and the drop touchdown in the end zone, which I still kind of debate it could have been a catch. But we could have been up. But y'all got to understand why we were in this game to begin with. Look at the first half. How much laundry did we have on the field in the first half? Did you see penalties all over the place in the first half? You see how important it is when it takes no talent, you still can be in games with what they call quote unquote no talent. You still can be in games. You still can be competing and even leading possibly when you don't make mistakes. Our first penalties didn't even come from what I saw outside of the onside kick, which I personally feel like we weren't offsides, but I love the play call because we got it too. But outside of that penalty, we weren't getting flags on us. They weren't throwing penalties on us. Takes no talent, and that's why we were in that game early on. We gave our quarterback chances.
Dallas ran a basic game plan against us, and we still got beat by 25. Takes no talent to get the ball up the field. 24 mil to run kickback. Grant's not trash, but he is also overpaid.
He's not overpaid. Oh, well, I mean, he's not overpaid. The man, what is he getting?
Grant.
6 million? No, it ain't even 6 million. It's 4 million this year, and most of the rest of the money is in incentives. I can tell you now, he ain't earning the incentives. The man getting 4 million a year. That's worth it for Jakeem Grant. And it's not even a guaranteed contract. So don't start talking about how Grant's contract ain't worth it. It's a 4 year, it ain't even 24 million, it's 20 million. I mean, actually, it's 16 million. Excuse me. He's just got 2 million worth of incentives built in per year, and none of it's guaranteed. So his contract's just fine. His contract is just fine. You got a weapon that if things turn around, that you can utilize to come back. My bad, y'all. We the signal went out, but we back, man. We are back. Um, but yeah, man, I'm not in agreement with that. Grant robbed us with his contract. It's a no lose situation for the Dolphins with his contract. All right, go ahead, man.
Right here. They targeted Hearns to be taken out.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Flores was over there. I know y'all didn't see it on the TV. I know you didn't see it on the TV. I know you didn't see after they hit Hearns, and I thought it should have been a flag and targeting. Flores was over there yelling, screaming, and cussing for 10 minutes straight at the refs all in their face like he wanted to fight. Yeah, I know y'all ain't see that on TV, but Flores didn't stop. He just kept going. He was so mad. Then he went and checked on Hearns, and when he was done checking on Hearns, he went right back over there, all in the ref's face, and they kept on walking away. They couldn't even throw a flag. I know they probably knew they were wrong for
Ronnie
not throwing that.
Flores was pissed. It was on TV, but not that much.
Oh, I
I
watched the
thought it was a
whole
flag.
thing.
We were there.
I watched the whole thing. The beginning of Flores being angry that was nothing. You should have saw him afterwards.
They said Bills are 3-0. Brandon Hudgens, one of your mods, shout out to the mods, said Bills are 3-0 TD. And Flores was upset at the press conference. He was really upset, apparently. I keep seeing a lot of comments like that.
He should be, man.
Wilson can't stay healthy. That's the coach I want. Fight. They're saying that that's what they like to see in a coach. Miss Hillary, congratulations. Your team won. I'm a Dak Prescott fan since he's from MS State.
You know what? Let me say something, baby.
But hold on, let me finish.
Go
But
ahead.
was hoping the Finns would win, greatly improved. Looks like they did, perhaps. Fins up. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Let me tell y'all something, man. They probably the hating Miami Dolphin fans are probably gonna start attacking Flores tonight and tomorrow as well. He's just not the guy. I told y'all. I don't have a problem with our game plan today. Our game plan was a good game plan. Literally, it ain't Flores' fault that Kenyan Drake fumbled the ball. It ain't Flores' fault that Preston Williams dropped the touchdown. It ain't Flores' fault that Devontae Parker coming across the middle of the field dropped the eat. Oh my gosh. He could have ran it in between two guys for a touchdown if he would have caught it. It ain't these coaches' fault. Now, early on, I didn't like the defense that we were in because we were playing a man zone where they were finding the crease every time. Luckily, they were dropping the ball on them. All them open passes, they were right in their hand and they were dropping it. Luckily. But I like how we switched out of it and went man press. But then that's when they start eating against Xavien Howard when we went man press. We were in a zone. They were finding the open guy, but they were dropping balls, and our defense adjusted and started man pressing. Then Xavien Howard started getting ate up. That ain't our coach's fault. But they're gonna say, "Oh, these young coaches, they don't know how to adjust this and that." We adjusted. We kept adjusting during this game. I saw different looks, different fronts. I saw it. This ain't on the coaches, man. It's not on the coaches. Not on the coaches, man. What we got,
TD
baby?
is attacking X. Chill, TD.
TD is attacking X, chill TD. I'm calling it what it is. If Fitzpatrick was out there throwing picks, some of y'all same people saying I'm attacking X would be attacking Fitzpatrick. Oh, we need to play Rose, and this is why. Same people. So keep the same energy. I only address people who keep the same energy.
Finn fans are attacking each other now too. Too
Ain't
funny.
nobody attacking nobody. What
No, I don't
people?
think they're talking about you. People in the comment section are kind of
Well,
going
yeah,
in
don't attack
are
each other.
different. I mean,
Don't attack.
I think all the fans
Don't
across the
attack
world are
nobody. The
just,
problem is people don't like.
but not even you. Under the press conference, I just clicked on. I saw comments under there. I mean, I think
Listen,
everybody all around the in the car while I'm running. So.
we're back, man. We back. Yeah, man. Let's not attack each other, man. And don't think I'm attacking any of y'all.
Hey,
And
girl.
I ain't attacking players either. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, he can.
It is what it is. I've been
Yeah,
telling y'all this
he
the whole
can.
time, man.
He just has a sensitivity to it.
Everything I've
He
been telling
can.
y'all is right in
We
front of
just
your
don't give
face,
him a lot
man.
of it at all.
Right in front of your face, man. You gonna run in and grab Kimmy?
Oh yeah, he's fine. He can have that. Yeah, he can have that. He's good.
Oh, your seatbelt, baby. You wanna go around the back? All right. I'll
Oh
open the
yeah, girl.
garage.
Oh yeah, he loves ice cream.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
he's
back with y'all in
fine.
about 30 seconds, man.
All right,
I'm pulling
bye.
up now to where we at. We picking our
They were just making sure Carter could have
we're
some
picking
milk.
up our baby, our 1-year-old, and we're gonna take him to dinner with us. We're gonna take him to dinner with us.
Sorry.
And the 3-year-old, he's with his G mama, so they got him having
His
fun.
God
His
family,
God family,
living his
yeah.
best life.
Um, man, y'all give me a second. When I
You want
park,
me to
I'm gonna
just
talk
get
to y'all some
Camden
more.
and
Yeah,
bring him
grab
out?
Cam and bring him out. Make sure he's
Okay, I'm
changed
gonna
if he
change his
can.
diaper. Who is at our house?
That's us. That's at our house.
No, I don't know what
Where
that
they
is.
were pulled in.
Yeah, who is that? Oh, that must
That's
be
Deborah.
Deborah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
hold on, let me get out and talk to her real quick.
All right. I'll be right here at the house. Man, hold on, y'all. Let me just say hi. Hello.
Oh my God! Did the Dolphins won? No, they didn't win.
No, we lost.
Cowboys won. Like 31
I was gonna say, oh my God,
They cheated us, but it's all right. Yeah, that's my word, and I'm sticking to it. My bad. Let me pull in. All right, man. Let's chat, man. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. We look better start wise today. I agree. I agree, man. Let me take this off real quick. Let me chat with y'all. See what y'all talking about. Cheated, laughing. I know, man. That's my go-to word when I don't know what to say. They cheated. Y'all hit that like button, man. We 10 away from 100. Keep it real, TD. Yeah, I keep it real. I just told you that's my go-to word. Team fought, man, showed hard. They made mistakes that were critical. They'll get better, TD. Fans up. I agree, man. They'll get better. I ain't panicking. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is they're showing they are, some players are showing they are who I said they are. I know they'll get better in better situations when things go better for the team overall, but they are who they are. Kenyan Drake is who he is. He is who he is. Xavien Howard is who he is. A Pro Bowl player that if he has great safety help, he can make some interceptions. And a matter of fact, Flores need to take a look at that and say, We can't be back there with Bobby McCain by himself in the back, one high safety anymore. We got to go two high safety, give Xavien Howard help, and he might get you some interceptions. But then we're going to get 8 up in the box. So you need the guy downhill. And that's why you paying Xavien Howard the money you pay him to hold his own on the outside. Let me stop, man. Dieter played well at left tackle. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing about no O-line. Yeah, they gave us some sacks late, but that's when the Cowboys... Listen, I don't care nothing about the sacks they gave up late. When you go watch film, you're going to see we down by 3 possessions, and then they start getting sack happy because everything from that point was pass situation. The Cowboys like, oh, they're in a pass situation. We could bring the house. We could bring 5 and 6 at times. That's when they start licking their chops. That's when the Cowboys start trying to get after the quarterback. That's why the running game on the halfback draw started to work. That's when Drake started running the ball for 15 yards and stuff when they're in pass situations. But they start teeing off at the quarterback. And Rosen had 2 balls batted down. Rosen had 2 balls batted down at the line of scrimmage in a row. Play action looked good for us. Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about the O-line. I don't want to hear nothing about no O-line at all. So you mean to tell me they actually blocked for Rosen? And it ain't make no difference? It ain't make no difference? The man couldn't even get in the end zone? This is my point. If Tom Brady threw the ball to Kenyan Drake and he fumbled, that ain't Tom Brady's fault. This is why I always preach, stop giving the quarterback so much credit. All you need is an above average quarterback. Rosen's good enough. Rosen's good enough. And I like that he didn't have any interceptions, though. Now, there were 2 times where it could have been picked. One of them wouldn't have been his fault because it was off the receiver's hands, but then they picked it, but it was out of bounds. The other one, it was 5 inches away from being intercepted. But that's all right. He ain't had no picks. I love that. Good job, Rosen. Rosen's good enough. This is my whole point. Stop putting this emphasis. We just need a franchise QB. I don't care what quarterback you had behind center today. Doesn't matter. Didn't matter, man. Rosen is above average, to be honest, with a decent surrounding cast. And Wetson, I truly do believe that's all you need in this league to win. Above average. Rosen's good enough. Rosen is good enough to get the job done, to actually win a Super Bowl. Rosen ain't no different from Eli Manning, if you ask me. I don't know if I'm going to get flack for that. People going to argue with me. You tripping, TD. He's just as good as Eli Manning with the right defense and a good O-line, if you ask me. He's good enough. Good enough, man. Period, man. Somebody said Murray putting up numbers with no O-line. Get out of here, man. Murray ain't putting it up. The receivers catching the ball putting it up. Hell, Rosen would have put up numbers today if people weren't dropping balls, fumbling balls. Do we not understand football? This is my point. You put too much credit on the quarterback. Oh, this person putting up numbers without an O-line. This conversation ain't about the O-line, and it ain't about the quarterback. It's about the O-line and the quarterback. You need a supporting cast that's going to help you get the job done. Tom Brady put up numbers too, didn't he? In the Super Bowl. 500 freaking yards. In the Super Bowl. What did he leave home with? A L. A L. You can go to Vegas right now and say Tom Brady had 500 yards in the game. Does he win or lose? You could bet $1 that he lose and you'll win a million. You could bet $1 he lose and you'll win $1 million. But it happened. It happened. Stop telling me what quarterback putting up numbers. Tell me what receiver catching the ball. Tell me what running back ain't fumbling the ball after the catch. This game bigger than one person. That's what I keep on exuding on this channel. The game is bigger than one person. Rosen looked just fine today. The O-line looked just fine today. Oh, the receivers were dropping balls again. Oh, we fumbling the ball? Oh, we not blocking on screen passes? Oh my gosh, man. I'm sitting there in the stadium watching replays of screen passes, and I'm watching tight ends run right past their assignment. I'm sitting there like, oh, Rosen with the screen pass. Oh, and we got blockers out front. What are you doing, tight end? You just ran right past the guy that you're supposed to block. That could have went for 40 yards. And it went for 4. Because the guy ran right past you and you still upfield looking for somebody. You still upfield looking for somebody. But the people that always criticizing the wrong things about the game, they ain't watching film to see that stuff. They not watching film to see that. They like, oh, why we running a screen on 3rd and 9 and we only get 4 yards and now we got a punt. It was a great call. Would have went 40 yards. If the tight end would have blocked his assignment, ran right past him. Actually, the crazy thing is looked at him and still went to the next level. So don't give me nothing about no quarterbacks. I don't care if Tua was on this team. It wouldn't matter. I agree. Too many people made mistakes, man. Too many people made mistakes. TD is pissed. I ain't. The truth is, I'm not pissed. The thing is, I get real passionate. I really do, because you know how when you talk about something, let's keep it 100, right? Like, say you do your research and you come to find facts about some stuff. You're like, wow, this is the conclusion I'm coming up with, and the evidence is right here. And you try to educate people about it. And yeah, you can't change everybody's perspective, but they argue with you about the most senseless and baseless points. They're making the most senseless and baseless points that have no, no, no evidence to prove what they're saying. They just arguing with you to argue with you and remain living in ignorance. But somebody bringing them facts and giving them data and proof. That's what I'm upset about. It's the simple fact of the evidence is here. We all, I mean, this fan base need to be on the same page, man. But they tell me I'm giving false narratives about Xavien Howard. Oh, I just hate on Xavien Howard. I just hate on Kenyan Drake. I'm a hater of Kenyan Drake. Who hating now? Who hating now? Who's hating now? Tell me right now in the comment section, was I wrong about Kenyan Drake? Was I wrong about Kenyan Drake? I said he's explosive. He in the open field, he's dangerous. But he can run between tackles, and I don't trust him with the ball. I don't trust him with the ball. I don't trust him with the ball. Now tell me where I'm wrong in that statement. Never said he's trash. Never said he's not a good running back. But those are the only 2 things I always argued about him. The only 2 things. See, and that's the problem. People want to make it seem like, oh, you trying to make it seem like Drake trash. No, once again, Drake he's a good runner when he gets in the open field. He can catch out of the backfield, but he can't run between tackles well. And I don't trust him with the ball. I saw that man go between tackles today. I was proud of him for picking up 4 yards. But when he went in there, you could just see his body banging, and you could see he didn't favor it. He was like, ugh. You could tell he didn't like doing that. You could tell he ain't like doing that. TD, he hasn't really been a fumbler, has he? That one versus Chicago and today is all I remember. Drake always fumbling the ball, practicing everything. And what I'm saying is, you got to look at this with Drake. He's a fumbler. Let me tell you why. You got to look at Drake ain't never been a premier back. In the very few chances that he gets, he screws it up. In the biggest moments, he did the same thing in Alabama. But that's also why he never got the respect to actually be a starter in this league. Bruh, he averaged 5.3 points per game. That's pathetic. Points. Oh, we average. Yeah, it's going to be pathetic. When you down there in the red zone and your running back that's supposed to be taking off on a contract year, fumbling the ball. Chargers 17, Texans 7. Whew, thank you. Some good news. Keep it up, Chargers. But we play y'all next week. Our field goal kicker is the best player. I wouldn't argue that, but man, Jason Sanders missed one today. The first one. He missed. He missed. He missed. TD needs some Valium. I don't know what that is, but I probably do. I probably do. He missed. I don't know how. Yeah, he missed the first one, man. I couldn't believe it either. But I gave him a pass right away. No. I'm gonna start not giving him a pass if he keep on missing, because he missed one last week, I believe. Oh yeah, I know he good. He's really good. His leg got tired. Nah, cause we ain't been kicking field goals either. That's only the third field goal of the season. 2 today. We leaving Cam? Oh, they want to watch him. They gonna miss him. That's why. Let me go back up, man.
My daddy said, "Why y'all picking up Carter? I want to spend the night.
Oh, they want. Oh, they want
They
to
want
keep
him
him.
back." Yeah.
Oh, baby free. I'm good with it. I just ain't feel this in a long time. It feel good not having a stroller, carry you in and out of the car, all that stuff, man. It
Yeah, they
feel
got their
good,
dinner and
man.
everything. They're like, "Don't take him," and they just got him to sleep. Wait, Tony, wait. Yeah, he's like,
Oh, did it
right.
go down?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. All right, so where we headed?
They asked how you were doing. They were like, they didn't want to come out here and say nothing to you. They didn't know if you were upset or not. I said, he's okay.
I'm all right, baby. I'm getting it out. See, the chat section's been a good therapy to help me right now. I'm feeling a little better. The Texans losing to the Chargers right now, so that's making me feel a little bit better.
Where,
Little bit
where are
better.
we going? We going to Papados?
Papados?
Yeah,
All right, we headed there. Let's roll.
that's cool.
Let's roll. You gonna read the chat for me, man?
Sure.
I think we done got a lot of the out. Now it's time to be on a more positive note. And by the way, Preston Williams. I'm not mad at the kid, man. He gotta come in. Remember, don't forget, we have higher expectations for Preston Williams because of what he did in preseason. But overall, I must say, he still has the future is still bright for this kid. I understand he's dropping balls, but one thing I will say about Preston Williams, he's at least putting himself in a position to catch it. That's number one. Number two, hell, he led the team in receiving yards today. He led the team in receiving yards today. He still made some really good catches. And I told y'all, I'm not going to get on Rosen. Rosen had a good game. But a lot of passes Rosen threw to this man, he had to try to stretch out and get it. And it was now Rosen had a lot of passes, believe it or not. I mean, y'all saw the game, but whether y'all want to acknowledge it or not, on third downs where he was really off key. He was throwing it really low where the receiver had to try to dive back to get it. And I'm not knocking Rosen. I like his game today under pressure, and I like it. No turnovers. I like Rosen game today. Preston could have had an even better day if Rosen actually played a little better in some of the ball placement. But at the same token, it goes hand in hand. This is why I'm not getting on Rosen or Preston, because Rosen could have had some passes delivered to him better, and Preston could have caught some of them balls for Rosen better. You know, so it's a give and take. I like that tandem though. I think that if we keep going with Rosen and he ends up being our future, they can grow together. They can really grow together. So Preston Williams, I'm not mad, man. Yeah, you want him to, but let's put it like this. I want to ask y'all in the comment section, and you tell me what they say, baby. I want to ask y'all this in the comment section.
Okay.
Preston Williams, forget the preseason hype. Undrafted rookie. Let me repeat that. Undrafted rookie. Undrafted rookie. If Preston Williams didn't have all the hype coming in, and say Devontae Parker was hurt today, and oh, we're gonna start this undrafted rookie we don't know about named Preston Williams, then you have to answer the question: did he do a good job today? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I think we give so much more expectations because of how great he did in preseason. But remember, this kid is young. He's coming into form. And the one thing I will tell you, he put himself in positions to make plays. He just got to finish them. And he'll learn. He's 3 games in. Hell, he the only touchdown we got this season. He's 3 games in. I can't knock that kid. Hell, if anything, I thought that was a touchdown and it came out at the last minute.
So, let's see here. I don't trust these coaches over that decision. Pete Martinez, Adam Malik. Ooh, you got some more mods in the house. Dallas D was knocking down Rosen's passes in the second half. I'm glad Forrest stuck up for Hearns. Should have been a flag.
Yeah,
Pete,
absolutely.
I
I was
agree a
really mad
thousand
myself.
percent. Preston, good one. Preston, good. One of the few bright spots. Which coach would have challenged that Preston Williams had in the end zone? Hillary, I have a question for you. Does your family live in
True.
downtown Dallas or the suburbs of Dallas?
Suburb.
Suburbs of Dallas, Anthony, not in downtown. Randy Hunt, he balled today. They'd be singing a different tune. I would focus on the trenches and the draft. Humberto
First and
Magani.
foremost, defensive ends, man. That's a bigger priority. Let me tell y'all something. We're gonna be okay with the O line.
Who is in the hospital? Who's in the hospital?
Hearns, the one that got
Oh
targeted.
yeah, that was they put him on the screen.
Yeah,
They put him on the screen. I think in the
he got
game.
targeted, and I'm gonna watch that replay, man, over and over. I gotta see this because look at that, Dolphins still shining off his shirt. That's right, baby. The sun's still shining. But let me tell y'all something, man, about that. The offensive line, I'm telling you, this coaching staff, even though they're gonna go pick up 1 or 2 pieces to solidify the line, I promise y'all, they know what time it is. Coming from the Patriots, they never spend money on the O line, but they still get it done. Because with our quote unquote sorry boo boo offensive line, they didn't play bad. So they haven't listen. We can actually argue in pass protection, they ain't played bad all season. That could be argued. Now the running game is a different story, but I think they did a little better in the running game today. We were getting 3 and 4 yards. Did we get any breakout runs? Not really. But I'm telling you, I don't think we're gonna really spend that crazy money on the O line. I see why we were trying to get Clowney. Flores know what time it is. We need a defensive end to rush the quarterback. We need a defensive end. And at least it should be a good sign to the Miami Dolphin fans that that is our biggest opportunity, need, and we try to address it. That's what you got to pay attention to.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading
You're
Antonio
good.
Brown going on this rant. Anyways, let's see. Ooh, the comments are kind of rolling kind of fast. Hold on. Let's see. I like Rosen. We don't need a QB. Antonio Brown might quit the NFL. He already did, Mister. That's what I was just reading.
He
He already
say he
did. He's
quit
going
it.
on a rant. He's going on a rant right now. He's calling out everybody. Well, y'all will see it. Y'all will see it. I'm sure you should do a video about
I'll
it.
talk about it tomorrow whenever I soak in everything Antonio Brown saying.
TD, I do like the offense committed to the running game a bit more. 10 sacks
They
already,
still were.
unless we gave up more. I still represented my Dolphins colors even though we lost, but we will win soon. The Dolphins team couldn't beat Clemson 10 out of 10 times. Definitely need an edge rusher. We need to fill the trenches if we are going to start winning games. TD, would you sign AB at this point?
No, it's just too much of a headache, man.
Do you think the team the do you think team trusts Flores starting Fitz over Rosen? Seems like they knew he should have been should have been starting all along.
No, it doesn't look like he should have been starting all along. Let me tell y'all something. Rosen hasn't looked no better than Fitzpatrick.
I
And
agree.
Fitzpatrick has had it worse in the first two games.
I agree.
They blocked for Rosen had protection today. But
Fitzpatrick had
Fitzpatrick,
none.
I mean, y'all are missing the point here.
And I mean, I'm not trying to.
It's not about the quarterback of we should have been started Rosen.
And
No.
this is not about the Cowboys, but you made it a point, and that's even with us having our startings injured. I mean, y'all, Rosen did well, but he didn't do any different than
What was the
Fitzpatrick
difference?
said.
What was the difference in the outcome?
There was no difference. Plus, there was a lot of people, we didn't get the film, but there were people in the stands saying that they thought
Yeah,
probably would have
man.
did better
They
with
all in my
Fitzpatrick.
face, man. Y'all should have started Fitzpatrick. I'm like, Rosen's not doing that bad, yeah, but he ain't making no difference. They in my face saying that. And I couldn't argue it because he's not making a difference. He's not making a difference. People keep making this, oh, we should have been started Rosen. To lose? Like, come on, man.
It wouldn't have made a difference, guys.
Yeah, and Rosen took some hits. And one thing that I don't like about Rosen, though, his demeanor is very powdery puff, man. I don't know if y'all saw it during the game, but I got to saw everything, even during commercial break. They hit him. Every time they hit him, he came up like, I don't know if I'm gonna survive. Like, he even went to the locker room once, and I don't know, man. I just hope he all
At
right.
least Rosen moves the ball better than Fitz. At least Rosen could get out of the
At
pocket.
least Rosen moves the ball better than Fitz.
I didn't see any
Did we
difference.
not run the ball a little bit better than when Fitz was quarterback? I mean, at least we were having 2nd and 6. At least we were 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 all day. Don't say he moving the ball better.
Yeah, I don't even think he moved the ball better. Y'all agree? If not even as
Pass
well.
interferences. Pass interferences got us down the field a lot of times. Come on, man.
Some people's game wasn't enough closer with Rosen there. There's no difference. And with 6 injuries, starters out.
Yeah, man, they had 6 starters injured today.
Out.
They had 6 starters injured.
Not playing. Y'all were playing a lot of our backups.
And 2 of them were their defensive linemen, y'all. So Rosen had plenty of time today. He had time to throw the ball in that pocket. One thing I wasn't happy about with Rosen, I wish he would have. I mean, he had Preston Williams all day 1-on-1 on the outside. There were times I like, man, it was working in the first half. Go deep.
Rosen put the ball up for wide receivers to go get them.
Just like
Fitzpatrick
Fitzpatrick.
did the same thing.
Remember in last week versus the Patriots?
He put
All
it
those
up
drop
more.
balls?
He put it up more times. Fitzpatrick did. Was
Yeah,
we
that's
watching the
true.
same game?
Fitzpatrick put it up more
More
than Rosen,
times.
and we dropped balls
I
last
think
week
you guys just
in
want.
their hand.
You guys just want a franchise, a new, fresh franchise, so bad. You don't like Fitz because he's already been in the league and he's failed. You guys want fresh and
Y'all making
new.
invalid
But he's not
points.
doing
Rosen
anything
put
any
it up in the
different.
receiver's hands all day. Did you not watch the Patriots game? Fitzpatrick dropping teardrops. It's 6 different times they dropped the ball.
They already have a negative perception about Fitzpatrick because he's been in the league and he
Yeah.
hasn't done
Stop
well
making
at any
this.
other team. So he's already has a negative. That's already what it is. You guys have this preconceived notice about Fitzpatrick. He did nothing. Rosen did nothing different than Fitzpatrick, and we know because we have sat there with decent seats. We were in the 200 section, pretty close to the field. We have seen this the last 3 games. We have been in every single game, and we've seen it up close and personal. No different. If not, Fitz moved the ball more. I mean, sorry.
Read a comment with the do I agree. That's all I
Let me
saw
see.
at the bottom somewhere. It's a long comment.
TD, do you agree with the non-touchdown call on Preston Williams' TV couch? Because I don't, I don't. He had full control of the ball and he made a football move before the ball was coming out. Listen, if Dez's wasn't a catch, that wasn't a catch. Sorry.
Listen, here's what I have to say about that. I'm mad about that because I don't know. Let me tell you why. All I know, he had a 1.5 foot separation. Rosen dropped the teardrop, beautiful pass inside. Preston Williams caught the ball, and I went crazy just to look down, and they saying it's incomplete. I ain't even know what happened after that. I didn't even see what happened after that. All I saw, he caught it. I went crazy right away. Couldn't even see it. And then they wouldn't show the replay. They wouldn't show the replay. Just like they ain't show the replay on that targeting.
You know what is funny though? I ain't gonna lie. And this is not a Cowboys or a Dolphins thing. All across the league, any single time, it seems like every single time there's like this, like iffy call. They never showed a replay. No matter whose football team I'm
You're right.
watching,
They didn't
they
even show it in
never.
the stadium,
There
y'all.
was one with like the Bears versus Packers first game. It was a weird call. I was like, show the replay, and you were swearing they're gonna show the replay. And we were both like, they're not even showing the replay because they know that was a funny call.
Y'all say he caught it. Well, that's on Flores then. He got to know that and challenge the play. He got to know that. I'll watch it on the film tomorrow.
Rosen definitely has better legs to get him out of pressure.
Better legs to get him out of pressure. I don't know, man.
Rosen outplayed Fitz. How though? For everyone saying that Rosen outplayed Fitz, what did he do any different, or what did he do that was better?
What was the better outcome?
Rosen has better everything. Pete Martinez, what
I
though?
know where that's Pete. Pete gonna say that no matter what.
But none of all of y'all keep saying that he outplayed Fitz, and I'm reading in the comment section. Nobody has been able to say how Rosen has outplayed Fitzpatrick. We'll wait. We'll wait a few minutes for you.
We ain't gotta wait. They ain't gonna be able to answer that, man.
He moved the ball, and so did Fitzpatrick. If anything, he moved it more. Next.
He moved the ball.
Fitz had 3 interceptions, and that is why Rosen outplayed him.
Y'all stop. Stop responding to
2
those.
drop TDs. There was like 6 drop passes. Like with the okay, guys.
Fitzpatrick in last game alone, 6 dropped big plays.
We had more time of possession. Oh my god.
Because we ran the ball a little better. And I like that the coaches call more screens now. Did y'all notice that? We ran like 3 screens in this game. Not only that, let me tell you another thing the coaches did good. That's why I say I like the game plan this game. They were running Grant on that fake jet sweep the whole game, so the linebackers had to respect it so they couldn't come straight downhill. And that's why our running backs would get 3 or 4 yards. They were running Grant on a fake jet sweep, handoff, or play action, and it gave us more time. They put Rosen in a great situation. We weren't doing that with Fitzpatrick. Now and then I like when they went back to it at the end of the game and they actually handed off the jet sweep to Grant, and he only got like 5 yards, but he got slammed to the ground. But I love what I'm seeing from the play calling perspective. That's why we were moving the ball. It was better play calling, putting the quarterback and our O-line in a better situation. How do you slow down the pass rush with the help from the linebackers? Send a receiver on a jet sweep. Fake jet sweeps. Man, Grant went on like 6 fake jet sweeps the whole game.
Hey Vic, I'm not like your wife in that sense. I'm definitely not a Dolphins fan by any means, and I think y'all will see in the footage. I was just as bad at the game at taunting.
Oh yeah, she was all in my face taunting me.
But you guys, I'm not a sore winner either though. So don't confuse my graciousness for fandom. I'm definitely not a Dolphins fan. Sorry, but thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it.
Papados.
Oh, but I can talk. I can talk football in general. The reason I
to
can.
the movies instead.
No, we can go to Papa
Oh,
Do's. Oh well, yes, I can talk football in general once
Where was it
when
again?
I can observe a game and what baby?
Papados is
I think is it Spring Valley? Let me look it up real quick.
uh,
I think it's Spring Valley.
it's one over here.
I know it's one over here. I just don't
Or
know.
is it Papa Bros or Papacitos?
I'm not feeling those. I'm feeling Papa Do's right now.
Yeah.
It's over here. We're like a mile away. Hold on 1 second. Oh, this still has. I said 19 minutes. I was like, and it says walking distance still. We're 2 minutes out.
2 minutes away is right straight up the road.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You could just stay on your exit.
Yeah, man. What are they saying?
Give me 1 second. All right, Hillary, you were very mean and yelling in TD's face. I was.
Y'all ain't
Very
seen the
mean.
half of it. That earlier stream was nothing compared to what she was really doing to me.
It was okay. Can you do me a favor though? Can you do this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just talk to y'all's fan base and talk about the difference in the fans at this game
It is true,
versus
but I mean,
we were doing a wave. 90,000 people were doing a wave in the stadium at one point. A continuous wave. It was so cool. Like our fans are just amazing.
we had some Dolphin
It
fans
was
there
fun.
though.
Y'all did. Y'all had a few, but
I
Let
ain't
me tell
saying
you
like the
guys,
Patriots last week.
nothing like the
We
Patriots,
probably
nothing
had
like the Ravens.
30% fans.
Oh, are you kidding me? Y'all are giving them that?
Yeah, we probably had
Tony,
30.
Tony, don't even lie
It's
to these
probably
people.
70-30.
Tony, don't even lie to these people.
It
You
was
see
probably
that grin on his
70-30.
face? He's lying.
It's probably 70
Tony,
30.
Tony. There was honestly,
Remember, we sat on the Cowboy
Tony,
side.
honestly, no, Tony, you can look. Don't confuse the white. The white there was for the Cowboys, and I know that because I zoomed my camera all
All
the
right,
way
maybe
in.
80-20.
Tony,
80-20.
Tony,
What, you
Tony.
trying to say we were 10%?
Under 10. Are you kidding?
Stop it.
Tony, I have footage of the stands, and
Stop
I
it.
zoomed it in so y'all can see these jerseys.
Stop
Please don't get it
it.
confused.
Stop.
This was Cowboy country all day long. Y'all did not even dominate.
Well,
Y'all
I
didn't
was
come.
I, I was 20% myself, so this is
That okay? Thank you, guys. There was about probably I would give y'all no more than 5% of the fans. Tony, on my mother, I would never lie. No more than 5% of those fans there were Dolphins fans. No more than five. That I mean, it's just, that's about the fan base. That's what makes Cowboys fans so excited about our team. We will never, ever, ever let nobody come into our stadium and buy tickets in our house. It's not happening. Like that
whatever.
was Cowboy country all day long.
All right,
You
but they
couldn't.
they fans were live and
We were
loud. It was
live and
real loud,
the
man.
entire game.
Um,
It was crazy. Like they had to literally shush us because we're so loud and rowdy, win or lose, no matter what.
even when we were making plays early in the game,
It
they were
didn't
still
matter. It did
loud.
not matter, y'all. This is cowboy country. It did feel like a whole nother
Was
like
there a wait?
probably not. It doesn't look like it. It's a whole nother experience going to a Cowboys game because man, it's lit the entire. Are we gonna blog at dinner? We can blog at dinner.
We
We just
can.
can't be
It's up to
loud.
you. It's only 9% on here.
It's only 9. Well, you here
Yeah,
switch to the. You might want to switch to yours then because
I can.
you have 83%.
We'll keep going, and when it ends, it ends.
Oh, well, let my phone die.
It's all
Thank
right.
you.
Just hold on to my phone. It's fine, baby. It'll be all right. All right, y'all. We at dinner now. Oh, I'm pulling cords out the car. Oh man.
Bring that cord just in case we're by
Bring that one.
a wall.
Bring the
No, no,
small one.
no. I'm bringing the large one just in case we're by a wall somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. I'll bring the cord. No,